Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle.
Javier Zanetti will be having a very busy game for sure, Peter. He'll be raiding the flanks all game long, if he's allowed to, of course. But if he starts beating people and getting balls into the box consistently, I can only see one winner here.
And he does it with such an unassuming demeanour. He makes the ordinary look beautiful, doesn't he?
He does, absolutely. His game is just laced with moments of sheer brilliance.
Hey!
Pretty robust defending.
Iniesta.
Such good technique.
Hey!
Chooses to go cross-field. Pass somewhat off target. Well, that looks a decent ball. And he plays one through. Manuel. And Robertson. And it's Zanetti. Swung over. Hazard is herring after that one. And it's Royce. De Bruyne thinks one through. Oh, nicely intercepted. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace. Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Not the most accurate pass. And here's Messi. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Referee's given a throw. Real chance! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Paris Saint-Germain are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Zanetti promptly onto that, and that is that. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
That's a delicate pass. Fired deep towards the back post. Well, there's a probing ball. Now it's Lewandowski. Has a look and plays it forward. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Keeper's dealt with that. And now a sudden chance to counter. And that's another good win of the ball. Aimed beyond the defence. Rijkaard. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Gabriel makes the interception. Oh, that's a key interception. Distributed tidily. Royce. Ball quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Messi! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? Very well played.
And he was quick to react. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. That's good vision. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Might be danger here. Now it's Mbappe. He's picked his way through. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Hey!
And there's the end of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Intense, and it's paid off. Toure kept his eye on it, and he's there. And it's Iniesta. Royce. Gets rid without sophistication. Yaya Toure. Knocks it into space. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Nice looking ball. It's a pretty loose pass. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Royce. Marquinhos is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Tries to pass it through. Paris Saint-Germain were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
That is good alertness. Over to the left.
They want to make the most of this turnover.
Well, that pass isn't the best. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And he welcomes it in. Oh, surely that deserved better.
Rodri has every reason to be disappointed. He played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Paris Saint-Germain have their second corner now. Tries to get it clear. He's gone for goal! Liverpool have the chance to go the other way.
Ah!
Engages and
Ecco chi è to.
Well read, nice interception.
Thank you, Kunde.
Now it's Rafinha. Played into space out wide. Decent chance! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Marquinhos spots it and intercepts.
Hey.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Good ball, good take. Looking for a runner.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Shoots! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain.
Corner number 3 coming up.
Messi, le numéro 15.
It's a decent clearance. And here's Kukçu! Kukçu gets flagged offside.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Ah.
Defending was strong and firm. Iniesta is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Can he finish? And the keeper couldn't hold it. And that is wildly off target.
Well, at least he was in the right position and he reacted quickly enough. The manager will like that.
And the shots!
Ah.
They've done it!
Ah.
It's in the day. Game over surely.
Jesus Christ. I mean, this guy, whatever.
Ball out of your own net. That one will
Oh.
Decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still,
Ah.
pressure to force the error.
Agora 2-0. Jesus Christ. Pá! 2-0.
are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Ah.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Out to the left it goes. And it's Robertson. Now it's Kukçu. Now it's Hazard. Ball driven towards, he rises! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And he's there to belt it away. Haaland.
Nah.
Maignan. Robertson sends it crossfield. Pass is just off target.
Temps additionnel.
Hazard
3
gets
minutes.
into some space. And that is expertly dealt with. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. He's found a way through. And he shoots! Oh, it's come loose. Shapes to shoot! Just cruising! They are cruising!
Nah.
Up by 3.
Jaka is it?
Their boots on the throat. And that will be the final act. Liverpool cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times
Cha 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 cha. This guy not happy. He's not happy now. I can't wait. I need to do something. Let me see what I'm going to play then. Ah, 3. Wow.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening.
I think Mother, I want only one center forward, and they do it. Now I'm going to play two center forward, and they do it.
To say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
The pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. And the shots! And he nearly went all the way.
Well, it's clear that someone really wants to make a mark here, Peter, and with some style too.
Just eases him off the ball. Iniesta going face-to-face with his great rival. There's the crossfield ball. No, that's been intercepted. That has not gone well. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. He's got away. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately...
Hey!
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, I think the fact that this guy, Saliba, starting, I think that indicates, Peter, you're looking to play out from the back, and he's shown to be very confident and comfortable on the ball when it comes to moving it forward. He'll see a lot of the ball, and sometimes he'll go direct from back to front.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Now it's Royce. Well read, nice interception. Probing pass. Azar can so cleverly bypass the press. Mbappe tries to pass it through. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Good running, strong and purposeful. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Now it's Messi. He has found a way through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Mbappe. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Now this could be a chance.
Oh no.
Zanetti.
Paris Saint-Germain really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
Yeah, it's busy in there, isn't it?
Yeah, the wide players are doing their stuff and are grabbing the attention right now.
Zanetti. Oh, can he get onto this?
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply. Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Lewandowski, Mbappe. The most accurate pass. Messi. Oh, good spread. Aimed beyond the defence, and that could set him on his way. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Nicely aimed pass. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. He's having a go!
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Mbappe. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And he welcomes it in, showing good feet. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Well, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Messi. Nicely worked. And that is as far as they're going to go. And the half-time whistle goes. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. There's the start of the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Oh no, this does not look good. Decent chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Messi, big header! And for a moment, time stood still.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Oh, smashing header! Harmlessly behind. Rafinha, ambitious ball here. Well-timed, excellent interception. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, that's a key interception.
Rafinha really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Azar. Knocks it into space. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And he is going into that little black book. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle. Iniesta is standing over this one. And the potential here for the first goal of the game. That's a dangerous ball, and he's managed to get free. Well, good claim by the keeper. He's certainly earned his keep there. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And once more, he proves rigid and robust. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And he cuts out the supply. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Lewandowski was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Azar. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. The less said about that pass, the better. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. In with the challenge. Strong running down that left flank. That is ended up in no man's land.
Attention, changement.
Liverpool have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Pass somewhat off target. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, well played. Well, that looks a decent ball. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Messi really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
It's a pretty loose pass. Cleared without hesitation.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
That has not gone well. Nicely shaped ball, and Dijk calmly anticipates. Tries to play it through. That's a nicely shaped ball. Rodri proves just a little bit too strong. Mbappe is wide and looking to get onto this, and there's green grass ahead of him. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Played into space. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Ball's out once more.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And here's Lewandowski, looking for a runner. No luck with that dink over the top. Great vision.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Keeper has taken decisive action.
Paris Saint-Germain have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
He won't be happy with that one. And back to the goalkeeper. Board shows that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. And he has shown him a yellow card. And that's that. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. That pass isn't the best. And he's intervened well there.
Looking for the run.
Oh, easy pickings there. Aims beyond the defence. Great ball if he can get there. Rafinha.
Unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Not the most accurate pass.
Swung over. Rijkaard running with the ball.
This is the time you need that pace.
Ball is over the line. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, this guy, Rodri, is a player I like a lot, and he's someone who quietly gets on with his job by doing a lot of the simple things exactly right. His game's all about playing short balls, forming triangles, and the speed of thought is actually quite impressive, and it often keeps him away from trouble.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him.
And they're not going to make any further progress now.
That has not gone well. That's a shade optimistic.
That'll be a throw.
The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
That has been slung wide. Koundé tries making a foray down the right. Well read, and the danger is averted.
Out to the left it goes.
Nicely weighted ball. All perfectly measured that. Robertson. It's a throw-in. Looks to the other side.
That's a great ball cross-field.
That is ended up in no man's land. In by Messi. He's had a shot! That's a half-decent try.
Rafinha certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Lewandowski. Lewandowski was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there. Toure makes the interception.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
In with the challenge.
Probing pass.
Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
That looks a decent ball. Mignon breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. And here's Lewandowski. Lewandowski showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
He's looking wide. Mignon. Robertson. Great vision. And we hit half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Pass somewhat off target. Iniesta. Zanetti. Mignon punts it upfield. Guardiol for Iniesta. And here's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Messi really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Brilliantly cut out. Now, can they get him away? And it's been played through. He's through, and all it is having a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, he looked pretty much unstoppable there. The only thing missing was the finish, of course.
Robertson is always looking to play quality balls. And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, what Lewandowski! That was probably asking just too much.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro
Paris
8.
Saint-Germain can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Can he get on the end of this? That's an imaginative pass. Marquinhos kept his eye on it, and he's there.
Changement.
Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Guardiola can get it clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Rafinha, played into space. It's a goal kick. And he's away. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. And it's Rodri. Rafinha charging forward, the ball at his feet. Oh, that's clever. Oh, good take in a good area. Oh, he's been caught napping. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. There will be a throw-in. He has a look up. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And he's managed to get free. Guardiola gets into some space.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Changement en cours.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. It's just beyond his reach. Could be danger here. He's tried one! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
Now it's Iniesta. He's done very well to take that back.
And that is as far as they're going to go.
Ooh, can he get onto this? Guardiola does really well to win the ball there. Can he get it through? Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And he cuts out the supply. Looking to play him in. That is good alertness. Over to the left. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, nicely intercepted. And this is Lewandowski. Oh, he's bustling through here. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, Jim, I suppose that was the only possible outcome in the circumstances.
Yes, sadly he knew exactly what he was doing and he had to go with the risk.
Takes a shot! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Knocks it into space.
He's in space and looking for options.
And it's claimed by the keeper. Shifted it to the flank. Robertson. And that will be it. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through.
Your reflections then, Jim.
Listen, the more this game...
Liverpool desperately need a performance here. Fail in their mission and they are going down. They'll throw the kitchen sink at it, no doubt, but will it be enough? Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up. And we'll be getting underway very soon.
Well, we're underway. Liverpool cannot afford to slip up here. Terrific support, and they're going to need it all. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter.
Oh, he's been caught on it here! Iniesta gets flagged offside.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Alexander-Arnold tries to play it through.
Offside again.
Alexander-Arnold.
Messi. And it's Messi.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
And this is Cruyff.
He has found a way through.
And Cruyff! Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
Cruyff just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Lewandowski. Lewandowski! That's a throw. Oh, it's Van Basten. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Iniesta. Oh, that's ambitious. Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Yeah, it seemed the right range, and I guess it was worth a try.
Vardiol.
Vardiol goes on a run down the left wing. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Not the most accurate pass. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Some good work on the right flank here.
Searching pass he's played there. A probing pass.
That has ended up in no man's land. Yaya Toure is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. That pass isn't the best. And he cuts out the supply. He shifted it to the flank. That has not gone well.
Manchester United really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
Yeah, it's busy in there, isn't it?
Yeah, the wide players are doing their stuff and are grabbing the attention right now.
Now he's got space here.
Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. That's a throw. Lobbed in behind.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Distributed tidily.
And that pass just didn't quite work. And this is Lewandowski. Out to the right. Well, that is not the best ball. And he offers an apologetic look.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And he welcomes it in. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Pass somewhat off target. And it's De Bruyne. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Iniesta.
Conjures time and space where few can.
Played out to the right. Mbappe.
Pinches it off him. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
Now it's Messi.
And he's being shifted off it. Can he get on the end of this? Tries to get it clear. Koundé gets over and intercepts.
Now it's Iniesta.
Koundé, it's a searching pass. Just eases him off the ball. Played out to the left flank. And here's Cruyff. Terrific header! And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
This is a quick reminder to let you know
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time.
Live on our club's FM station.
Here we go again. So the first half brought no goals.
Marquinhos.
Kukçu. Now that looks a decent ball. He's gone for goal! Now that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
De Bruyne.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again.
And that was nowhere near his best. Aimed beyond the defence. Lewandowski picks it up out wide.
Rodri gets a good foot in there.
That's a cute ball. And that could set him on his way.
It's Van Basten! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. That'll be a throw.
Oh, that's fabulous.
Mbappe!
Nicely shaped ball. It's a pretty loose pass.
Played back in.
Oh, no joy this time. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Vardiol. And it's Lewandowski. Played through into space. That is ended up in no man's land.
No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Spread it left. Koundé cuts it out. And this is Van Basten. Van Basten. It's Van Basten! Toure gets it clear. And that's gone loose. Van Basten charging. He's having a go! That's unlucky, just wouldn't come down.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
He's found a way past, and he's had it nicked away. Vardiol. Van Dijk calmly anticipates. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Marquinhos. That's an imaginative pass. Nice-looking ball. Pass somewhat off target. Ambitious ball here. Played into space.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
That has been cut short. Threads one in. Engages and forces him off the ball. No, that was never going to make it. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Manchester United desperately searching for the winner here. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And he's intervened well there. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick.
Substitutions taking place.
Looking for a runner. Not the most accurate pass. Liverpool have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. And here's the chance to counter. No, he's just misjudged that one. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Royce. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Great vision. And he was quick to react. A probing pass. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Now it's De Bruyne. Oh, that's clever.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Toure makes the interception. No, that's been intercepted. Royce. And time is up. And the tears flow. The draw simply not good enough. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, it's good to see that there was a spirited response from the players in view of the club's troubles. It might sound like I'm clutching at straws
Just
here,
a quick
but
reminder today,
anything
please
positive for
refrain
next
from
term,
parking
that's
outside this
something
stadium.
to welcome,
Thank
I guess.
you very much for your cooperation.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all.
Welcome one and all. We have perfect blue skies and quite a contest ahead of us. This really is a feel-good football match.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium. I've been hit by it too.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Now this man, Yaya Toure, Jim, midfielders don't come much more complete and dominant than him, do they?
Well, the envy of so many opposition teams, I would guess. No one offers the complete package like he does. The perfect blend of power, of pace, and it's no exaggeration to say that he's one of the greatest box-to-box players around.
A real handful by any measurement.
Totally.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Lewandowski.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
In with the challenge.
Looking for a runner. Pass somewhat off target. And he's managed to get free. Looking for options for movement. He's found some space.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
Oh, that's a key interception. Played out towards the right wing.
Marquinhos does well to get it back.
Norwich finding their passes. Nicely shaped ball.
Nicely worked. And he's there to clear it. Pretty cagey early on from both sides.
Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it.
And the shot! So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal.
He's picked his way through. Good ball, good take. And he's intervened well there.
Alexander-Arnold goes long. Xavi Alonso, and now the breakaway.
Knocks it into space. Oh, no joy this time. Liverpool with the corner, they're first.
Messi goes short, and this is Hazard.
And now a sudden chance to counter. He's had it taken off him.
Alexander-Arnold.
Pretty robust defending. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
McLean. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Now it's De Bruyne. And De Bruyne!
That was a matter of inches.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
McLean. Out to the left it goes.
Tries to play it through.
McLean. 30 minutes gone. McLean. Norwich looking to pass their way through.
Now that's a lovely exchange. The ball goes in. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is.
Neither side giving way, it has been tight. Plays a sharp little ball here. They get a throw in. Passing is crisp and sharp. Yaya Toure. Spread out to the left. Oh, delightful ball. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Great chance! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
And the referee brings the first half to a close. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So there was the first half.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained, so I'm looking forward to what's to come.
Well, after 45 minutes it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time. And we are already promptly back underway. So neither side has yet broken through. And it's Messi. Cleared away. It is a corner. Liverpool have their second corner now. Messi plays it short. And the shot! And that is wildly off target.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
McLean. Just eases him off the ball. Hazard. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Good running, strong and purposeful. Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. Tries to pass it through. And terrific header! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing.
The attendance for this match was 29,800.
A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Messi. Messi has it in a wide position. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from it.
Well, they've got it again. Nice looking ball. Now it's Lewandowski. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And that's gone loose.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Norwich finding their passes. And that pass isn't the best. And no, that was never going to make it. Nicely aimed pass. McLean. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. That'll be a throw. Norwich choosing to make the first change. So, time for a potential game changer.
Well, this could lead to the injection of energy that might disrupt the rhythm of their opponents.
Hazard. Hazard going face to face with his great rival.
Number 41.
Played out to the left flank. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Oh, that's clever. And he's made sure that's not getting through. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Liverpool are repeatedly frustrated here in the face of this rearguard. Time is getting away from them. It's a searching pass. No, that's been intercepted. Into the last 5 minutes. He's in plenty of space here. And it's made its way to... And a chance! Decent enough try.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Oh, that's well spotted.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
Oh, good-looking ball. Look at the space here. He's having a shot! Oh, what about that? And that might well be that. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart. And it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Liverpool take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
2 minutes to be added on. And he's on his shapes to shoot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Defending of the desperate variety. So that's it. It is all over. Liverpool have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically. So hello and welcome one and all from what I can only describe as footballing utopia. The weather is perfect, the fans are in great voice, and the players are all set to get started. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Begley.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
And this is now today's
Ivan
lineup.
Cordova. Jim, he is fabulously menacing.
Yeah, always blessed with pace, Peter, and that enabled him to recover with great tenacity and chase people down. You never ran away from him easily.
The immovable object, I guess.
Indeed, you know, one that will track you to the end of the planet.
And already we're underway here. Marquinhos does really well to win the ball there. Oh, that's a key interception. Downs, played out to the left flank.
Decent attempt at, just a little mistimed. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Cross flung in towards the middle. Downs, spread it left. Looking to go deep. And here's the chance to counter. That'll be a throw-in. Aimed beyond the defence, and he cuts out the supply. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Oh, that's a very decent ball now! Messi.
Tries to play it through.
That's a sharp pass. No, that's been intercepted. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Looking for the run. And that pass isn't the best. Nice bit of skill, and he's away.
He's in a great position here. It's a searching pass.
Oh, that's well spotted. Oh, good spread. Stood up well to him there. Strong running down that left flank. Looking to play him in. And that could set him on his way. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Liverpool couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing.
Great vision. Spread neatly.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. That was good alertness. Harwood Bellis.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Threads one in. That's good vision. Peretz claims comfortable. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. He's in space and looking for options. He's shifting through the gears here. And he knocks it clear. And he's quick to snatch it back. Marquinhos, always a very imposing presence at the back. Under an awful lot of pressure. Azar. Nicely weighted ball. And he welcomes it in. A lot of space ahead of him. And a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Succumbs to the pressure. Can he get it through? Oh, that's clever. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Strokes it back. And he's had it nicked away. Spread out to the left. Now it's Hazard. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Hit into the middle. Gets his head on it! Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless. Lewandowski! Now, can they get him away? Marquinhos wins the duel this time. Hazard. That's the keeper's ball. Downs. Looking for options for movement. It's out for a goal kick. Over to the left. Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. That's an imaginative pass. No luck with that dink over the top. Downs. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. So we've reached the hour mark. And here's Hazard. He's a sharp little ball here, and he's picked it up out wide. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
Downs.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Rijkaard. Decent progress down the left. Can he get on the end of this? Well timed, excellent interception. Out to the left it goes. Good ball, good take. And that's been drilled in. And now they can clear their lines. Well read, nice interception. De Bruyne charging forward, the ball at his feet. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Hazard goes on a run down the left wing. Hazard! It's there! Finally, the deadlock is broken.
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
After 79 minutes is number 21.
One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Southampton are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them the goal they craved.
And he's taking no chances there.
That'll be a corner. Messi goes short. Now this decent chance!
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it. This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Cleared away.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Harwood Bellis. It's a really well-measured ball. He is through here. Lovely feet. He's on it. Can he get away? Delivers the ball. Cordoba. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Liverpool have held on. They have doggedly sometimes... Liverpool going eyeball to eyeball with their rivals one more time. A day for parading of colours, a day for pride, a day for partisanship, perhaps a day for personalities who will prevail over what could potentially turn into 90 minutes of bedlam. It's time we ask that age-old question again. Who is going to come out on top this time? Well, there is here a great sense of expectation as to universal contentment. The Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. So the gloves are off, Jim.
Well, it's certainly going to be huge, Peter. The demands, both physical and mental, on these players out there will be massive, and there's going to be a big responsibility on both captains to keep the players in check. We need talkers to ensure that everyone plays the game, and not this occasion.
We have already started here. Ivan Cordoba. Jim, he is fabulously menacing.
Yeah, always blessed with pace, Peter, and that enabled him to recover with great tenacity and chase people down. You never ran away from him easily.
The immovable object, I guess.
Indeed, you know, one that will track you to the end of the planet.
He's a sharp little ball here. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Zubimendi, played out to the right. Madueke. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, what a climb! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
He's through here. Now it's Messi. And Messi! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
And here's Madueke.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Timber picks it up from the goal kick. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And that could set him on his way. Messi could try cutting inside here. Rice. And it's Lewandowski. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Shot, surely! Great chance! Oh, that is very close.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
No goals as yet. Madueke. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Just eases him off the ball. Looking for a runner. That's good vision. Saliba. Arsenal upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Dink through. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Now he's off and running, and he's being shifted off it. Oh, it's come loose. Referee's given a throw. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Oh, the ball's run loose here.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now it's Martinelli. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Now then, the ball's come loose. In with the challenge. Oh, there's a probing ball. And he cuts out the supply. White. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. He's picked his way through. Pinches it off him, and it's Cordoba. And here's Messi. Subimendi. Martinelli is in a really good position out wide. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Taken back almost at once. Now it's Martinelli. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Madueke. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Knocks it into space. Nicely shaped ball. Right. Shapes to shoot! It's hit the upright. And he's heaved it away. An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Asa! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. And there is the half-time whistle. And it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. And we are up to the break.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained, so I'm looking forward to what's to come.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. Here we go again then.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. He's got away. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And he skips past his man. Now it's Lewandowski. Real chance! That is decidedly lacking.
Lewandowski clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Timber. Gabriel. Rice. Martinelli. Tries to pass it through. Timber receives it in a wide position. Oh, delicate chip through. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Gabriel and Madueke.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Spread out to the left. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Lewandowski. Threads one in. That's a nicely shaped ball. Raya breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. Marquinhos defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
The attendance for this match was 62,005.
Quality ball. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Rice. Out to the left it goes. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That could spell trouble. And still, we await the first breakthrough. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. They get a throw-in. Arsenal can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, it looks like they just want to introduce a new focal point to the attack.
Coming on to replace him is number 19.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Probing pass. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Good ball, good take. And it's slung out wide. Alexander-Arnold does really well to win the ball there. Saliba with the clearance. Engages and forces him off the ball. Picked out brilliantly. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Coming on the field, number 7.
Up he goes! Just off target. Now, what about a counter-attack? Half an hour gone in the second half. Pass somewhat off target. And here's Saka.
Arsenal clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Has a look and plays it forward. That has not gone well. It's a searching pass. Oh, delightful ball. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Out to the right. Now it's Hazard. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Can he get it through? Now it's Hazard. Searching pass he's played there. And that pass just didn't quite work. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Looking for the run. Trossard. And the through ball. Chance for a shot!
Has been indicated.
Oh, that is rather wayward. White. Nice. Ended up in no man's land. Now it's Hazard. Played into space. Oh, no joy this time. It's not an especially good pass, that. And that will be it. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through.